like you have come over here for the second time in Bihar.
Yes.
Precisely. So the first thing which I would like to know from you
Mm.
is how you feel the difference when, as compared to your first visit and now again you're visiting over here. So what are the
The
developments?
difference is a lot warmer. Last time I came was in January. It was chilly. This time it's sunny. It's only 4 months. I haven't, if I'm honest, noticed a huge amount of difference in that short time. However, I do think, I have seen the real Bihar this time. Whereas on my last visit, I was confined to Patna, and therefore you never get the sense of a state by staying in the city.
How do you feel, or what would you like to say to other people coming from other places across the world to visit Bihar?
A lot of people come to Bihar for religious tourism, and that's a good thing. It's well organized, and many people come from Vietnam, which happens to be my wife's country, from Thailand, and a fair number from some of the other East Asian and Southeast Asian countries. But I'm not sure that many people are choosing to come to Bihar to explore other parts of the state in the way that they are going to other parts of India. Now, there's different types of tourists. Some people want to stay in five-star luxury. At the moment, probably that isn't something that is the offer in Bihar. But, and this is a really important point, I feel, many people, and this is what I used to do in my teens and my 20s, want adventure. They want to go to places that other people haven't gone. They want to be able to go back and say, I've been to X and I've seen Y. And if you come to Bihar, I think there's an unbelievable amount of incredible places to discover and see. And on my short visit, I've seen the Cyclopean Wall. I've never heard of it. If I'd seen a picture of it, I would have guessed this must be somewhere in Europe. Honestly, very similar things I see there. I wouldn't have imagined or guessed that it can be found here. I've seen the mountain, the road cut through the mountain by the so-called mountain man who took 22 years from 1959 to do that. I mean, that is absolutely incredible. Again, I'd heard about it. I didn't even know that road was in Bihar. I knew it was somewhere in India. Why didn't I know it was in Bihar? If it had been in Orissa, I would have known, because it would have been publicized very aggressively by their tourism department. If it had been in some other states, probably I would have also known. I didn't necessarily know it was here. I discovered it, and it was exciting. And it took me back to those days. And I can tell you, there's lots of other people, some of them in my age group, having finished most of their working career, and many other younger people, they will love that kind of thing. And so I think Bihar has an awful lot to offer.
So at least two suggestions which you would like to give from your end. What should we do to increase tourism in Bihar? And how do you see, what are the positive or improvement aspects of tourism in Bihar from earlier times?
I think you're getting tourism right in Bokai. I think it seems very well run, well organized. You have accommodation for people at all levels. So you know how to do it. But you're getting tourists to Bodh Gaya because of the religious significance. What you have to do is try to find ways to get that same flow of tourists to other parts. It's a slightly different tweak of marketing, but the people of Bihar know how to do tourism and know how to do it quite well. But they need to be prouder of making noise about what they have, what their assets are, and why people should come here. Because as I said, I didn't know half of what I was going to find on this visit. Usually I travel and I'm telling my colleagues I need to go and see X, Y, and Z. On this trip, I really didn't do that. I really didn't know where we were going to go, and I didn't know that we would have the time. I thought we would be spending a long time traveling to get from A to B. Actually, the roads far exceeded my expectations, so we traveled fast, and that freed up time for us to do a little bit of these tourist type activities in the margins of our official visit. So, market your assets, encourage people to come, and perhaps look at, if there's good tourist attractions and a lack of accommodation in particular parts of the country, what innovative ways can that be addressed? Look at the models of some of the other states in India who have got it right, and I always talk about Rajasthan in that respect because I think they were the pioneers of having homestays and that kind of thing. But now there is many other examples, and then adapt that to what will work in the context of Bihar.
So, what I gather from your kind suggestion is that the precise focus of advertisement and promotion on the undiscovered location should be concentrated to improve flow of tourists to the place.
I'm not a marketing expert, okay? But I'm telling you
So,
that if I go to Orissa, I know that the places I need to go will be to Cormac, to the Jagannath temple, to visit a couple of certain temples in Bhubaneswar, and go to the largest inland lagoon. Tick, 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 tick. If I come to Bihar, beyond Patna, I know about the ruins of Nalanda, I know about Bodh Gaya, but I don't know about any of these other amazing places that exist, only a few of which I've spoken about this afternoon.
I asked you that Bihar has a number of religions like Sikhism, Buddhism, Jainism, Sufism. How would you appeal the people to come here?
Well, if you're a Buddhist, there's obviously sites of great Buddhist significance in Bihar, and that's why many Buddhists want to come to Bihar. My wife is a Buddhist. She came to Bihar 5 years before me for exactly that reason. I don't know so much about the attraction for other faiths, but if you have faith-based attractions in Bihar, as you do for Buddhism, as you also do for Hinduism, then you use that as one of the vehicles to which to attract people to come to that place.
Any message for Bihar?
My message for Bihar people is to be proud. You should be proud of your state, and you should be talking about the positives, just as I would say to anybody anywhere in the world. Bihar has some truly wonderful natural gifts, and equally some truly wonderful man-made gifts to see, and it needs to harness the potential that they have so that people want to come and want to see and want to be here. You have probably the best museum in India. You have some incredible legends down in the south, which can really be brought to life. You have Bodh Gaya, as we've discussed, and you have the ruins of Nalanda, one of the world's first great universities. So, just starting with these things, not to mention tiger parks and other things that even I'd not heard of before I'd come to meet